Act 2 of The Devil is an Ass by Ben Jonson. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Act 2, Scene 1. A room in Fitzdottrel's house. Enter Fitzdottrel, engine, and Meercraft, followed by trains with a bag and 3 or 4 attendants.
Sir, money is a whore, a bawd, a drudge, fit to run out on errands. Let her go. Via pecunia, when she's run and gone and fled and dead, then will I fetch her again with aqua vitae out of an old hogshead. While there are lees of wine or dregs of beer, I'll never want her. Coin her out of cobwebs, dust, but I'll have her. Raise wool upon egg-shells, sir, and make grass grow out of marrow-bones to make her come.
To first attendant.
Commend me to your mistress. Say, let the £1,000 but be had ready, and it is done.
Exit first attendant.
I would but see the creature of flesh and blood, the man, the prince indeed, that could employ so many millions as I would help him to.
How talks he? Millions?
Meercraft to second attendant.
I'll give you an account of this tomorrow.
Exit second attendant.
Yes, I will take no less, and do it too. If they were myriads, and without the devil by direct means, it shall be good in law.
Sir?
Meercraft to third attendant.
Tell Master Woodcock I'll not fail to meet him upon the exchange at night. Pray him to have the writings there, and will dispatch it.
Exit third attendant.
Sir, you are a gentleman of a good presence, a handsome man. I have considered you as a fit stock to graft honours upon. I have a project to make you a duke now. That you must be one within so many months as I set down, out of true reasons of state. You shall not avoid it, but you must hearken then.
Hearken? Why, sir, do you doubt his ears? Alas, you do not know Master Fitzdottrel.
It does not know me indeed. I thank you, Engine, for rectifying him.
Good. Why, Engine, then I'll tell it you. I see you have credit here, and that you can keep counsel I'll not question. He shall but be an undertaker with me in a most feasible business. It shall cost him nothing.
Good, sir.
Except he pleave but countenance, that I will have, to appear in't to great men, for which I'll make him one. He shall not draw a string of's purse. I'll drive his patent for him. We'll take in citizens, commoners, and aldermen, to bear the charge and blow them off again, like so many dead flies when it is carried. The thing is for recovery of drowned land, whereof the crown's to have a moiety if it be owner, else the crown and owners to share that moiety, and the recoverers to enjoy t'other moiety for their charge.
Throughout England?
Yes, which will arrive to 18 millions, 7 the first year. I have computed all, and made my survey unto my acre. I'll begin at the pan, not at the skirts, as some have done, and lost all that they wrought, their timber work, their trench, their banks, all borne away, or else filled up by the next winter. Tut, they never want the way. I'll have it all.
A gallant tract of land it is.
'Twill yield £1 an acre. We must let cheap ever at first. But, sir, this looks too large for you, I see. Come hither, we'll have a less. Here's a plain fellow.
Points to trains.
You see him has his black bag of papers there in buckram. Will not be sold for the earldom of Pancridge. Draw. Give me out one by chance.
Trains gives him a paper out of the bag.
Project 4, dog skins. £12,000, the very worst at first.
Pray you let's see it, sir.
'Tis a toy, a trifle.
Trifle? £12,000 for dog skins?
Yes, but by my way of dressing, you must know, sir, and medicining the leather to a height of improved wear, like your Borachio of Spain, sir, I can fetch 9,000 for it.
Of the king's glover?
Yes, how heard you that?
Sir, I do know you can.
Within this hour, and reserve half my secret. Pluck another, see if thou hast a happier hand.
Trains draws out another.
I thought so, the very next worst to it, bottle ale, yet this is 22,000. Prithee pull out another, 2 or 3.
Good. Stay, friend. By bottle ale 22,000 pound?
Yes, sir, it's cast 2 penny halfpenny farthing. On the back side, there you may see it, read. I will not bait a Harrington of the sun. I'll win it in my water and my malt, my furnaces and hanging of my coppers, the tunning and the subtlety of my yest, and then the earth of my bottles which I dig, turn up, and steep, and work, and kneel myself to a degree of porcelain. You will wonder at my proportions, what I will put up in 7 years, for so long time I ask for my invention. I will save in cork in my mere stoppling above 3,000 pound within that term, by gouging of them out, just to the size of my bottles, and not slicing. There's infinite loss in that.
Trains draws out another.
What hast thou there? Oh, making wine of raisins. This is in hand now.
Is not that strange, sir, to make wine of raisins?
Yes, and as true a wine as the wines of France or Spain or Italy. Look of what grape my raisin is, that wine I'll render perfect, and of the muscatel grape I'll render muscatel, of the canary his, the claret his, so of all kinds, and bait you to the prices of wine throughout the kingdom half in half.
But how, sir, if you raise the other commodity, raisins?
Why, then I'll make it out of blackberries, and it shall do the same. 'Tis but more art, and the charge less. Take out another.
No, good sir, save you the trouble. I'll not look, nor hear of any but your first there. The drowned land. It will do as you say.
Sir, there's not place to give you demonstration of these things, they are a little too subtle, but I could show you such a necessity in it, as you must be but what you please, against the received heresy that England bears no dukes. Keep you the land, sir, the greatness of the estate shall throw 't upon you. If you like better turning it to money, what may not you, sir, purchase with that wealth? Say you should part with 2 of your millions to be the thing you would, who would not do it? As I protest I will, out of my dividend, lay for some pretty principality in Italy from the church. Now you, perhaps, fancy the smoke of England rather, but have you no private room, sir, to draw to enlarge ourselves more upon?
Oh, yes. Devil!
These, sir, are businesses asked to be carried with caution and in cloud.
I apprehend they do, sir.
Enter Pug.
Devil, which way is your mistress?
Above, sir, in her chamber.
Oh, that's well. Then this way, good sir.
I shall follow you. Trains, give me the bag, and go you presently commend my service to my Lady Tailbush. Tell her I am come from court this morning. Say I have got our business moved and well. Entreat her that she shall give you the 80 angels, and see them disposed of to my counsel, Sir Paul Etherside, some time to-day. I'll wait upon her ladyship with the relation.
Exit Trains. Engine aside to Fitzdottrel.
Sir, of what dispatch he is! Do you mark?
Engine, when did you see my cousin Everil? Keeps he still your quarter in the Bermudas?
Yes, sir, he was writing this morning very hard.
Be not you known to him that I am come to town. I have effected a business for him, but I would have it take him before he thinks for it.
Is it past?
Not yet, 'tis well o' the way.
Oh, sir, your worship takes infinite pains.
I love friends to be active. A sluggish nature puts off man and kind.
And such a blessing follows it.
I thank my fate. Pray you, let's be private, sir,
In here?
where none may interrupt us.
Exeunt Meercraft and Engine.
You hear, devil? Lock the street doors fast, and let no one in, except they be this gentleman's followers, to trouble me. And do you mark? You have heard and seen something to-day, and by it you may gather your mistress is a fruit that's worth the stealing, and therefore worth the watching. Be you sure now you have all your eyes about you, and let in no lace-woman, nor bawd, that brings French masks and cut-works, see you? Nor old crones with wafers to convey letters, nor no youths disguised like country wives with cream and marrow puddings. Much knavery may be vented in a pudding, much bawdy intelligence. They are shrewd ciphers. Nor turn the key to any neighbour's need, be it but to kindle fire or beg a little. Put it out rather, all out to an ash, that they may see no smoke. Or water, spill it, knock on the empty tubs, that by the sound they may be forbid entry. Say we are robbed, if any come to borrow a spoon or so. I will not have good fortune or God's blessing let in while I am busy.
I'll take care, sir. They shall not trouble you if they would.
Well, do so.
Exit.
I have no singular service of this now, nor no superlative master. I shall wish to be in hell again at leisure. Bring a vice from thence. That had been such a subtlety as to bring broadcloth hither, or transport fresh oranges into Spain. I find it now, my chief was in the right. Can any fiend boast of a better vice than here by nature and art their owners of? Hell never own me but I am taken. The fine tract of it pulls me along. To hear men, such professors grown in our subtlest sciences. My first act now shall be to make this master of mine cuckold. The primitive work of darkness I will practice. I will deserve so well of my fair mistress by my discoveries first, my counsels after, and keeping counsel after that, as whosoever is one, I will be another sure. I'll have my share. Most delicate damned flesh she will be. Oh, that I could stay time now! Midnight will come too fast upon me, I fear, to cut my pleasure.
Enter Mrs. Fitzdottrel.
Look at the back door. One knocks. See who it is.
Pug aside.
Dainty she-devil.
Exit.
I cannot get this venture of the cloak out of my fancy, nor the gentleman's way he took, which, though 'twas strange, yet it was handsome, and had a grace withal, beyond the newness. Sure he will think me that dull stupid creature he said, and may conclude it, if I find not some thought to thank the attempt. He did presume, by all the carriage of it on my brain, for answer, and will swear it is very barren, if it can yield him no return.
Re-enter Pug.
Who is it?
Mistress, it is. But first, let me assure the excellence of mistresses, I am, although my master's man, my mistress's slave, the servant of her secrets and sweet turns, and know what fitly will conduce to either.
What's this? I pray you come to yourself, and think what your part is, to make an answer. Tell, who is at the door?
The gentleman, mistress, who was at the cloak charge to speak with you this morning, who expects only to take some small commandments from you, what you please, worthy your form, he says, and gentlest manners.
Oh, you'll anon prove his hired man, I fear. What has he given you for this message? Sir, bid him put off his hopes of straw, and leave to spread his nets in view thus. Though they take Master Fitzdottrel, I am no such foul nor fair one, will be had with stalking. and wish him to forbear his acting to me at the gentleman's chamber window in Lincoln's Inn there, that opens to my gallery. Else I swear to acquaint my husband with his folly, and leave him to the just rage of his offended jealousy. Or, if your master's sense be not so quick to right me, tell him I shall find a friend that will repair me. Say I will be quiet in mine own house. Pray you, in those words, give it to him.
This is some fool turned.
Exit.
If he be the master now of that state and wit which I allow him, sure he will understand me. I durst not be more direct, for this officious fellow, my husband's new groom, is a spy upon me, I find already. Yet if he but tell him this in my words, he cannot but conceive himself both apprehended and requited. I would not have him think he met a statue, or spoke to one, not there, though I were silent.
Re-enter Pug.
How now? Have you told him?
Yes.
And what says he?
Says he, that which myself would say to you, if I durst, that you are proud, sweet mistress, and withal a little ignorant to entertain the good that's proffered, and by your beauty's leave not all so wise as some true politic wife would be, who having matched with such a nupson, I speak it with my master's peace, whose face hath left to accuse him, now for it doth confess him, what you can make him, will yet, out of scruple and a spiced conscience, defraud the poor gentleman, at least delay him in the thing he longs for, and makes it his whole study how to compass only a title. Could but he write cuckold, he had his ends. For, look you—
Mrs. Fitzdottrel, aside.
This can be none but my husband's wit.
My precious mistress.
Mrs. Fitzdottrel, aside.
It creaks his engine. The groom never durst be else so saucy.
If it were not clearly his worshipful ambition, and the top of it, the very forked top too, why should he keep you thus mured up in a back-room, mistress? Allow you never a casement to the street, fear of engendering by the eyes with gallants? Forbid you paper, pen, and ink, like ratsbane. Search your half-pint of muscatel, lest a letter be sunk in the pot, and hold your new-laid egg against the fire, lest any charm be writ there. Will you make benefit of truth, dear mistress, if I do tell it you? I do it not often. I am set over you, employed indeed to watch your steps, your looks, your very breathings, and to report them to him. Now, if you will be a true, right, delicate, sweet mistress, why, we will make a coax of this wise master. We will, my mistress, an absolute fine coax, and mock to air all the deep diligences of such a solemn and effectual ass, an ass to so good purpose as we'll use him. I will contrive it so that you shall go to plays, to masques, to meetings, and to feasts. For why is all this rigging and fine tackle, mistress, if your neat, handsome vessels of good sail put not forth ever and anon with your nets abroad into the world? It is your fishing. There you shall choose your friends, your servants, lady, your squires of honour. I'll convey your letters, fetch answers, do you all the offices that can belong to your blood and beauty. And for the variety, at my times, although I am not in due symmetry the man of that proportion, or in rule of physic of the just complexion, or of that truth of Picardil in clothes, to boast a sovereignty over ladies, yet I know to do my turns, sweet mistress. Come, kiss.
How now?
Dear delicate mistress, I am your slave, your little worm that loves you, your fine monkey, your dog, your Jack, your pug, that longs to be styled of your pleasures.
Mrs. Fitzdottrel aloud.
Hear you all this? Sir, pray you come from your standing, do, a little. Spare yourself, sir, from your watch, to plot your squire that so well follows your instructions.
Enter Fitzdottrel.
How now, sweetheart? What is the matter?
Good. You are a stranger to the plot. You set not your saucy devil here to tempt your wife, with all the insolent, uncivil language or action he could vent.
Did you so, devil?
Not you. You were not planted in your hole to hear him upon the stairs or here behind the hangings. I do not know your qualities. He durst do it, and you not give directions.
You shall see, wife, whether he durst or no, and what it was I did direct.
Exit.
Sweet mistress, are you mad?
Re-enter Fitzdottrel with a cudgel.
You most mere rogue! You open manifest villain! You fiend apparent, you declared hellhound!
Good sir!
Good knave, good rascal, and good traitor! Now I do find you parcel devil indeed! Upon the point of trust, in your first charge, the very day of your probation, to tempt your mistress.
Beats pug.
You do see, good Wedlock, how I directed him.
Why, where, sir, were you?
Nay, there is one blow more for exercise.
Strikes him again.
I told you I should do it.
Would you had done, sir?
Oh, wife, the rarest man. Yet there's another to put you in mind of the last.
Beats him again.
Such a brave man, wife. Within he has his projects, and does vent them the gallantest. Were you tentiginous, would you be acting over the incubus? Did her silks rustling move you?
Gentle sir!
Out of my sight! If thy name were not devil, thou shouldst not stay a minute with me. In, go, yet stay, yet go too. I am resolved what I will do, and you shall know it aforehand, soon as the gentleman is gone. Do you hear? I'll help your lisping.
Exit pug.
Wife, such a man, wife, he has such plots. He will make me a duke, no less, by heaven. 6 mares to your coach, wife. That's your proportion, and your coachman bald because he shall be bare enough. Do not you laugh. We are looking for a place and all in the map put to be of. Have faith. Be not an infidel. You know I am not easy to be gulled. I swear, when I have my millions, else I'll make another duchess, if you have not faith.
You'll have too much, I fear, in these false spirits.
Spirits? Oh, no such thing, wife. Wit, mere wit. This man defies the devil in all his works. He does by engine and devices. He has his winged ploughs that go with sails, will plough you 40 acres at once, and mills will spout you water 10 miles off. All Crowland is ours, wife, and the fens from us in Norfolk to the utmost bounds in Lincolnshire. We have viewed it and measured it with an awe by the scale. The richest tract of land, love, in the kingdom. There will be made 17 or 18 millions or more, as it may be handled. Wherefore think, sweetheart, if thou hast a fancy to one place more than another, to be duchess of, now name it. I will have it, but ere it cost, it will be had for money, either here or in France or Italy.
You have strange fantasies.
Enter Meercraft and Engine.
Where are you, sir?
I see thou hast no talent this way, wife. Up to thy gallery, do, Chuck. Leave us to talk of it who understand it.
Exit Mrs. Fitzdottrel.
I think we have found a place to fit you now, sir. Gloucester.
Oh no, I'll none.
Why, sir?
'Tis fatal.
That you say right in. Spencer, I think the younger, had his last honour thence, but he was but earl.
I know not that, sir, but Thomas of Woodstock, I'm sure, was duke, and he was made away at Cadiz, as Duke Humphrey was at Bury. And Richard the Third, you know, what end he came to.
By my faith, you are cunning in the chronicle, sir.
Oh, I confess I have it from the playbooks. I think they are more authentic.
That is sure, sir.
Meercraft whispers him.
What say you to this, then?
No, a noble house pretends to that. I will do no man wrong.
Then take one proposition more, and hear it as past exception.
What is that?
To be duke of those lands you shall recover. Take your title then, sir, Duke of the Drowned Lands, or Drowned Land.
Ha! That last is a good sound. I like it well. The Duke of Drowned Land.
Yes, it goes like a Groundland, sir, if you mark it.
Ay, and drawing thus your honour from the work, you make the reputation of that greater, and stay it the longer in your name.
'Tis true. Drowned lands will live in drowned land.
Yes, when you have no foot left, as that must be, sir, one day. And though it tarry in your heirs some 40-50 descents, the longer liver at last yet must thrust them out on't, if no quirk in law or odd vice of their own not do it first. We see those changes daily. The fair lands that were the clients are the lawyers now, and those rich manors there of goodmen tailors had once more wood upon them than the yard by which they were measured out for the last purchase. Nature hath these vicissitudes. She makes no man a state of perpetuity, sir.
You are in the right. Let's in, then, and conclude.
Re-enter Pug.
In my sight again? I'll talk with you anon.
Exeunt Fitzdottrel, Meercraft, and Engine.
Sure he will geld me if I stay. Or worse, pluck out my tongue. One of the two. This fool, there is no trusting of him, and to quit him were contempt against my chief past pardon. It was a shrewd disheartening this at first. Who would have thought a woman so well harnessed, or rather well caparisoned, indeed that wears such petticoats and lace to her smocks, broad seaming laces, as I see them hang there, and garters which are lost if she can show them, could have done this? Hell! Why is she so brave? It cannot be to please Duke Dottrel, sure, nor the dull pictures in her gallery, nor her own dear reflection in her glass. Yet that may be. I have known many of them begin their pleasure, but none end it there. That I consider as I go along with it. They may, for want of better company, or that they think the better, spend an hour, 2, 3, or 4, discoursing with their shadow. But sure they have a farther speculation. No woman dressed with so much care and study doth dress herself in vain. I'll vex this problem a little more before I leave it, sure.
Exit. Scene 2. Manly's chambers in Lincoln's Inn, opposite Fitzdottrel's house. Enter Whittiple and Manly.
This was a fortune happy above thought, that this should prove thy chamber, which I feared would be my greatest trouble. This must be the very window, and that the room.
It is. I now remember, I have often seen there a woman, but I never marked her much.
Where was your soul, friend?
Faith, but now and then awake unto those objects.
You pretend so. Let me not live if I am not in love more with her wit, for this direction now, than with her form, though I have praised that prettily since I saw her and you to-day. Read those.
Gives him the copy of a song.
They'll go unto the air you love so well. Try them unto the note, may be the music will call her sooner. Light, she's here. Sing quickly.
Mrs. Fitzdottrel appears at a window of her house, fronting that of Manly's chambers.
Either he understood him not, or else the fellow was not faithful in delivery of what I bade, and I am justly paid, that might have made my profit of his service, but by mistaking I have drawn on his envy, and done the worst defeat upon myself.
Manly sings.
How? Music? Then he may be there, and is sure.
Enter Pug behind. Pug aside.
Oh, is it so? Is there the interview? Have I drawn to you at last, my cunning lady? The devil is an ass, fooled off and beaten, nay, made an instrument and could not send it. Well, since you have shown the malice of a woman, no less than her true wit and learning, mistress, I'll try if little Pug have the malignity to recompense it, and so save his danger. 'Tis not the pain, but the discredit of it, the devil should not keep a body entire.
Exit.
Away! Fall back! She comes!
I leave you, sir, the master of my chamber. I have business.
Exit.
Mistress!
Mrs. Fitzdottrel advances to the window.
You make me paint, sir.
They are fair colours, lady, and natural. I did receive some commands from you, lately, gentle lady, but so perplexed, and wrapped in the delivery, as I may fear to have misinterpreted, but must make suit still, to be near your grace.
Who is there with you, sir?
None but myself. It falls out, lady, to be a dear friend's lodging, wherein there's some conspiracy of fortune with your poor servant's blessed affections.
Who was it sung?
He, lady, but he's gone upon my entreaty of him, seeing you approach the window. Neither need you doubt him if he were here. He is too much a gentleman.
Sir, if you judge me by this simple action, and by the outward habit and complexion of easiness it has to your design, you may with justice say I am a woman, and a strange woman. But when you shall please to bring but that concurrence of my fortune to memory, which to-day yourself did urge, it may beget some favour like excuse, though none like reason.
No, my tuneful mistress? Then surely love hath none, nor beauty any, nor nature violenced in both these, with all whose gentle tongues you speak at once. I thought I had enough removed already that scruple from your breast, and left you all reason, when through my morning's perspective I showed you a man so above excuse, as he's the cause why any thing is to be done upon him, and nothing called an injury misplaced. I rather now had hope to show you how love by his accesses grows more natural, and what was done this morning with such force was but devised to serve the present then. That since love hath the honour to approach thy sister's swelling breasts and touch this soft and rosy hand, he hath the skill to draw their nectar forth with kissing, and could make more wanton salts from this brave promontory down to this valley than the nimble roe, could play the hopping sparrow about these nets and sport squirrel in these crisped grooves, bury himself in every silkworm's kell is here unravelled, run into the snare which every hare is, cast into a curl to catch a cupid flying, bathe himself in milk and roses here, and dry him there, warm his cold hands to play with his smooth, round, and well-torn chin, as with the billiard ball, roll on these lips the banks of love, and there at once both plant and gather kisses. Lady, shall I, with what I have made to-day here, call all sense to wonder, and all faith to sign the mysteries revealed in your form? And will love pardon me the blasphemy I utter when I said, a glass could speak this beauty, or that fools had power to judge it? Do but look on her eyes, they do light all that love's world compriseth. Do but look on her hair, it is bright as love's star when it riseth. Do but mark her forehead smoother than words that soothe her, and from her arched brows such a grace sheds itself through the face, as alone there triumphs to the life all the gain, all the good of the element's strife. Have you seen but a bright lily grow before rude hands hath touched it? Have you marked but the fall of the snow before the soil hath smutched it? Have you felt the wool of the beaver or swan's down ever? Or have smelt of the bud of the briar, or the nard in the fire? Or have tasted the bag of the bee? Oh, so white, oh, so soft, oh, so sweet is she.
Fitzdottrel appears at his wife's back.
Is she so, sir? And I will keep her so, if I know how or can. That wit of man will do it. I'll go no farther. At this window she shall no more be buzzed at. Take your leave on't. If you be sweetmeat, Sweatlock, or sweet flesh, all's one. I do not love this hum about you. A fly-blown wife is not so proper. In! For you, sir, look to hear from me.
So I do, sir.
No, but in other terms. There's no man offers this to my wife, but pays for it.
That have I, sir.
Nay then, I'll tell you, you are...
What am I, sir?
Why, that I'll think on when I have cut your throat.
Go, you are an ass.
I am resolved on't, sir.
I think you are.
To call you to a reckoning.
Away, you broker's block, you property.
Liar, if you strike me, I will strike your mistress.
Strikes Mrs. Fitzdottrel and leads her out.
Oh, I could shoot mine eyes at him for that now, or leave my teeth in him, were they cuckold bane enough to kill him. What prodigious, blind, and most wicked change of fortune's this! I have no air of patience. All my veins swell, and my sinews start at the iniquity of it. I shall break.
Exit. Scene 3. Another room in Fitzdottrel's house. Enter Pug.
This for the malice of it, and my revenge may pass. But now my conscience tells me I have profited the cause of hell but little in the breaking off their loves, which, if some other act of mine repair not, I shall hear ill of in my account.
Enter Fitzdottrel and his wife.
Oh, Bert, could you do this against me, and at this time now, when I was so employed, only for you, drowned in my care, more than the land I swear I have hoped to win, to make you peerless, studying for footmen for you, fine-paced hishers, pages to serve you on the knee, with one knight's wife to bear your train, and sit with your 4 women in council, and receive intelligences from foreign parts, to dress you at all pieces. You've almost turned my good affection to you. Sound my sweet thoughts, all my pure purposes. I could now find in my very heart to make another Lady Duchess, and depose you. Well, go your ways in.
Exit Mrs. Fitzdottrel.
Devil, you have redeemed all. I do forgive you, and I'll do you good.
Exit Pug. Enter Meercraft and Engine.
Why have you these excursions? Where have you been, sir?
Where I have been vexed a little with a toy.
Oh, sir, no toys must trouble your grave head, now it is growing to be great. You must be above all those things.
Nay, so I will.
Now you are toward the Lord, you must put off the man, sir.
He says true.
You must do nothing as you have done it heretofore, not know or salute any man.
That was your bedfellow the other month.
The other month, the week, thou dost not know the privileges, Engine. Follow that title, nor how swift, to-day, when he has put on his lord's face once, then—
Sir, for these things I shall do well enough. There is no fear of me. But then my wife is such an untoward thing, or she'll never learn how to comport with it. I am out of all conceit on her behalf.
Best have her taught, sir.
Where? Are there any schools for ladies? Is there an academy for women? I do know for men there was. I learned in it myself, to make my legs and do my postures.
Engine whispers to Meercraft.
Sir, do you remember the conceit you had of the Spanish gown at home?
Ah, I do thank thee with all my heart, dear Engine. Sir, there is a certain lady here about the town, an English widow, who hath lately travelled, but she is called the Spaniard, 'cause she came latest from thence, and keeps the Spanish habit. Such a rare woman! All our women here, that are of spirit and fashion, flock unto her, as to their president, their law, their canon, more than they ever did to oracle foreman. Such rare receipts she has, sir, for the face, such oils, such tinctures, such pomantums, such perfumes, medicines, quintessences, etc., and such a mistress of behaviour, she knows from the duke's daughter to the doxy what is their due just and no more.
Oh, sir, you please me in this more than mine own greatness. Where is she? Let us have her.
By your patience we must use means, cast how to be acquainted.
Good sir, about it.
We must think how first.
I do not love to tarry for a thing when I have a mind to it. You do not know me, if you do offer it.
Your wife must send some pretty token to her, with a compliment, and pray to be received in her good graces. All the great ladies do it.
She shall, she shall. What were it best to be?
Some little toy. I would not have it any great matter, sir. A diamond ring of 40 or 50 pound would do it handsomely, and be a gift fit for your wife to send and her to take.
I'll go and tell my wife on't straight.
Exit.
Why, this is well, the clothes we have now, but where's the lady? If we could get a witty boy now, Engine, that were an excellent crack. I could instruct him to the true height, for anything takes the dottrel.
Why, sir, the best will be one of the players.
No, there's no trusting them. They'll talk of it and tell their poets.
What if they do? The jest will brook the stage, but there be some of them are very honest lads. There's Dicky Robinson, a very pretty fellow, and comes often to a gentleman's chamber, a friend of mine. We had the merriest supper of it there one night. The gentleman's landlady invited him to a gossip's feast. Now he, sir, brought Dick Robinson, dressed like a lawyer's wife amongst them all. I lent him clothes. But to see him behave it, and lay the law, and carve and drink unto them, and then talk bawdy and send frolics, oh, it would have burst your buttons, or not left you a seam.
They say he's an ingenious youth.
Oh, sir, and dresses himself the best beyond 40 of your very ladies. Did you never see him?
No, I do seldom see those toys, but think you that we may have him?
Sir, the young gentleman I tell you of can command him. Shall I attempt it?
Yes, do it.
Re-enter Fitzdottrel.
Slight! I cannot get my wife to part with a ring on any terms, and yet the sullen monkey has two.
It were 'gainst reason that you should urge it. Sir, send to a goldsmith, let her not lose by it.
How does she lose by it? Is it not for her?
Make it your own bounty, it will have the better success. What is a matter of 50 pound to you, sir?
I have but 100 pieces to shew here, that I would not break.
You shall have credit, sir. I'll send a ticket unto my goldsmith.
Enter Trains.
Here my man comes too, to carry it fitly. How now, Trains, what birds?
Your cousin Everil met me, and has beat me, because I would not tell him where you were. I think he has dogged me to the house too.
Well, you shall go out at the back door then, Trains. You must get Gilthead hither by some means.
It is impossible.
Tell him we have venison. I'll give him a piece, and send his wife a pheasant.
Exit.
A forest moves not till that 40 pound you had of him last be paid. He keeps more stir for that same petty sum than for your bond of 6 and statute of 800.
Tell him we'll hedge in that. Cry up Fitzdottrel to him, double his price. Make him a man of metal.
That will not need. His bond is current enough.
Exeunt. End of Act 2.